Hello everyone, how you doing? John Bonham, Cape Cod Wet Shaving. Alright, Monday monologue time. I'm going to be using Brazilian Warermelon Cachaca. I'm assuming that's how you say that. I didn't know what any of this was. I'll get to that in a second. This is one of the sets that I picked up at the Ariana and Evans meetup that I went to on Saturday. And I got 5 sets. And this is the one that blew me away the most, so I'm going to use it on camera. Very tough decision. Got the matching splash with that. Pre-shave oil, natural pre-shave oil from Cedarwood soap. How you doing, Joe? What else? I know I'm forgetting something. So for balm, I'm using this stuff. This is unscented. It's really nice. I haven't used it in quite some time, but it'll allow the watermelon scent and all that to linger and, you know, do its thing without interfering with the scent notes. Coffee of the day. Honduras from Sterling. This is their newest roast. Says sweet and fruity. I think it's more fruity than sweet. Quite nice. Medium roast, but a teeny bit on the darker side, in my opinion. Really good for this time of year, I think. So, very good. I'm still getting used to this new phone. One thing I don't like about it, you won't be able to tell when you're watching this video, but when I film it, everything's backwards because I'm using the front camera, which is very weird because my last phone didn't do that. It switched, but everything was right side. So I actually have to mirror the image before I even start editing. Wet shaving product, Spotlight, Floyd the Genuine. All right, Matt Sarsik just put out a video. Sorry about that. So yeah, anyway. So if you see me stumble or I'm messing up with anything, that's why I'm trying to pay attention to the camera and stuff too. Thankfully, I don't have any photos. Hardware I'm going to be using today. So at the meetup, I'm using the Lord razor, and it's called the Lord. I should have written it down. I knew it. Lord, not the Legend. It's on my Instagram post. It's actually called something. I've seen it called the L6 or the L9, something like that. But it's called Lord the something. Anyway, I was talking to my friend John Spring. How you doing, buddy? And we were talking about how people mistake price for automatic. Basically, price equals best, which is not the case. This razor is under $5. This is an aluminum handle, and I'm pretty sure this is some zinc pot metal plate. I love this thing. It's one of my favorite razors, and we were talking about it. And so I said, next chance I get, I'm going to use it. So that'll be today. And I'm using some Rapira blades with that. I like these. I've seen 50-50 reviews. People say they're sharp. Some people say they're lower quality. They give me a very mild shave, so I like them. And they also coincidentally match the label. So very cool. And then I'm using a Vanulay Butterscotch Badger Boar mix. This is a 70% Badger, 30% Boar. This was gifted to me by my friend Cody. How you doing, Cody? And yeah, I think that'll do it. So let's get to shaving. So the scent notes of this, wrote it down. Bergamot, lime, watermelon, mango, Litsea, which was a new one for me, rum, brown sugar, Guaicwood, Tolu, balsam, and cedarwood. So Litsea, I had to look it up, is a grassy lemon, you know, similar to, I keep drawing blanks, not vetiver. You know which one I mean. It's like a hay, lemony grass. I can't remember. It's so embarrassing. And then the Tolu balsam, which is pretty interesting, is supposed to have a pine, floral, vanilla, very mild cinnamon spice kind of scent to it. That's, obviously, it's a balsam fir, but it's supposed to be a very spicy kind of balsam. Look at that pour. Isn't that yummy? And this is one of the creams. So it's soft, so I got to be careful. Lingers on the finger if you touch it. See? But let me go ahead and start lathering, and I'll tell you the story behind this. So Plum Bliss was the one that I thought I was going to love. And I liked it. It was, don't get me wrong, it was good. It was not what I pictured. I was picturing something more Asian plum. And I forgot that Asian plum even existed. So ironically, I thought Plum Bliss would smell like Asian plum because I love plum. I do. In fruit form and in soap form. So It's called Plum Bliss because it's basically Cannabis Santal, which I love, with plum in it. So, wasn't bad. It actually smelled quite good. It just wasn't what I expected. And then Peter had everything lined up. And I almost skipped the watermelon. I was like, I'm not going to like that. Since I was a kid, I'm talking bubble gum, candy, anything. If it was banana or watermelon scented, I hated it. In fact, watermelon usually, if it was flavored something, not scented, excuse me, flavored or scented, it gave me a headache every time. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's the chemical makeup of what they use for it, but I didn't like it. So I smelled this and it blew me away immediately. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this smells really damn good. So what I would compare this to, is Sauvignon Blanc from McDuff's. I do not like champagne or wine, and if I was forced to drink one, it'd be red, not white, and I love Sauvignon Blanc. So that's just a testament of how good the fragrances were mixed in that. Same with this. Okay. So this is actually based off of a rum mixed drink. Hence the rum and the scent notes. I'd never heard of it. But I guess Peter, I don't know if he went down somewhere and they had that drink or he just came across it somehow. I don't know. But kind of a double whammy because I'm not a big mixed drink, whiskey, alcohol fragrant, soap fragrant guy either. With some exceptions, like everything. And I think just about the only fragrance that I avoid would be anything banana or black licorice. I do not like black licorice. Be a fact, I brought a box. I went to Michael's and bought a wooden treasure chest looking box. And went to Shaw's, our grocery store, and filled that box with saltwater taffy. And one of the flavors that they had was black licorice. I didn't even bother grabbing it. I hate it so much that, I mean, other people might have liked it. I didn't even bother. I was like, nope. So, anyway, this is what I got going on. This is my Liz Canadian shave mug. Let me go ahead and start lather. I'll thicken it up. I'm just trying to be very careful since it is a cream, not to overload the brush. But that meetup was awesome. It's my second meetup ever. And coincidentally, the second time I've been to Ariana and Evans. This time was a lot more, there were more people, but I felt a lot more comfortable. The first time I was nervous as hell. I don't know if I came off as such, but I was. It was last September. 2023. And Peter, bless his heart, is a busy guy because he was just at Maggard's, he was at the Razor Company meetup, all that, and then he immediately came home, started getting ready for this. So there's some stuff that he wanted to have happen that didn't pan out. Like he didn't have a meetup soap release, which was fine. I still have Balsam. I need to use that on camera at some point. But Peter's a very cool guy. He's very fun to talk to, very laid back. I forgot that he was a YouTuber first, so he's been in both worlds, which I like. Just very laid back. His family's very sweet. And I was laughing because he was just sitting there bragging about his daughter, as a father should. She's about to graduate college. Dean's List, he said, so good for her. Tiana, I think her name was. Very shy, but very sweet girl. And then what else? Just, I saw some people there that I saw last time. My buddy Darren came again. How you doing, Darren? Chad, you got to make it, which was amazing because I didn't think you'd make it. From Talbot Shaving. Good to see you too, man. And First time ever I was recognized by somebody. Cape Cod wet shaving. I just mispronounced my own handle. There's a guy named Mike. Hello, Mike, in case you see this, you probably will. He walked in the room and he goes, "You're that Cape Cod shaving guy." And Josh, shooting the shave. How are you, man? He was there, and I looked at him and just kind of went, because I didn't expect that. I didn't, it was different. And then after I shrugged at Josh, I looked at him. I said, "You were at the last meetup," and he went, "Nope." I said, "Yeah, you were." He goes, "No, I wasn't." I said, "But I know you." He said, "Because I'm on YouTube, I'm shooting the shave." I went, "Oh, that's embarrassing." So that was actually really cool to talk to him. He's been at this a long time. That was his first meetup in years, in like 5 years. So it was very cool to meet you. Good talking to you, Josh. Really nice guy. Very laid back guy. I like that. And he gave me some good pointers. He and Chad both. I just said that's the first time I've ever been recognized. So we got, talk about that. All right. Can't believe how good this razor is for the price. I would buy this razor easily for a first timer. Even the weight of it, because the handle is aluminum. I like that it's top heavy, because I like a heavier razor, but in this case, just mainly because, the weight will help do the work for you. In this case, it's just beautiful. Oh my gosh. So this scent is really nice. Perfect for spring, summer, obviously. I am not used to his creams yet. Right before I started doing this video, Doug Lane, how you doing, Doug? Commented on my post and said that he's getting into the creams, and so am I. I'm just not accustomed to them at all. But I got, what did I get? Peter had sent me the Wooden Spice soap to try out. Thanks for that again, Peter. And I got the splash for that, thankfully. I got Limoncello. Is that what it's called? The lemon one, the old school shaving soap, which was, oh, that smells good. It smells like a less fake lemon heads, if that makes sense. Oh, I got Dural, the collab he did with Pasteur. That one smelled really good. And these guys, it's just funny how I had Chad laughing, because I'm not a scent expert at all. In fact, what was it? Cathedral. I thought Cathedral had rose in it. And Peter said, "No, there's no rose in that." And I went, "Oh, that's a bad mistake to make, because rose is very prevalent and recognizable." It turned out to be Lily of the Valley, so it was floral, but it wasn't rose. I was like, whoopsie daisy. But one of the soaps, I smelled it. I said, "Do you remember Spree candies?" And Chad and Darren were like, "Yeah." I said, "This smells like Spree tastes." And Chad laughed. He was like, "Dude, that's like the..." Or he said, "I love the way you describe fragrances." I said, "That's just, I don't know." But it did. Which soap was it? Was it Dural? I think it was Dural. Maybe it wasn't. I can't remember. There's a lot of a lot of soaps I sniffed. It was a really good time. I'm glad I went. I almost didn't go. My wife was like, "You should go." Spent $150, so I'm sure she was a little bit No, she was cool with it. She learned long ago that I'm in this world for keeps. Once I started getting affiliations and I've started pulling in some money, she just kind of was like, "You really like this?" I said, "Yes, I do." She, she doesn't quite understand it, but she knows it's something I love, so that's all you can ask for. She's a good woman. So I really wasn't going to go. That's just, whole Saturday. She'd be home alone with the kids. 4 kids after working all week. With that change of the season, I got so much to do outside. I'm in the middle of trying to redo our outdoor shower. I think I mentioned that. Got the plumbing and shower itself fixed, but now I'm trying to clean it up. Have to build a new floor for it. Because the wooden floor we had finally rotted through, so I got to build a new one. Redig the drainage, all that good stuff. So anyway. And she said, "No, you should go." So, good stuff. What else? I had a more negative thing happen right before the meetup. I don't know if I was on the fence if I was going to talk about it. Nothing personal or anything, just something in the shaving world. Just someone took the liberty to rip off something I did and pretend like they didn't. And this is actually a while ago. And it's over and done with, and I'm not going public with it. And I haven't talked to the person that did it, but there's other people involved that I respect tremendously, so I'm not. The only reason I'm going to mention it here is because I've heard so many stories about it happening to other people, but when it happens to you, it's crazy. But a friend of mine, who in several regards is much smarter than myself, simply said, mimicry is a sincerest form of flattery, which it is. So they obviously liked it enough to take it and try to copy it. So I guess the moral is just be careful. Keep an eye out. People might do something like that to you. Obviously, don't do it to others, but I mean, most people I associate with would never dream of doing something like that. So it is what it is. But I guess another thing too is if you see something out there that is associated with me, please tell me. Because now I'm freaking out, because I see some people starting to put watermarks on their photos, and I've never once thought of doing that, but I might actually start doing that, which sucks. My shave of the days and all that. I'll have to look up if professionally that's a good idea. It might be. Because when I do a lot of the photos for my history shaves, there's something called the Fair Use Act. I think that's what it's called. And basically what it entails is that as long as you're doing something educational and it's, and you can be monetized and claim this as well, but as long as it's for educational purposes, you can use the image, despite copyright and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure, because the person themselves uploaded it to the internet. So they call it the Fair Use Clause. So weird, copyright thing, because I'm not monetized. I might have to worry about something like that when I become monetized on YouTube. So I'm kind of iffy about that. Anyway, So I'm at 20 minutes here. Let me go ahead and just say the scent on this, the watermelon is never overwhelming, ever. It's very pleasant. It stays pleasant throughout. I don't get a lot of the rum. It's in here, obviously. Which is a good thing for me, because if it was too rum-like, I wouldn't like it. I'm new again with the Litsea and the Tolu Balsam. Mango's in there. Lime's in there, the Bergamot. But really, it's just a very pleasant, sweet, mid-watermelon. I don't know if I'm getting the Balsam or not because I'm not used to it. But walking in blind, it smells like a lower-powered, mid-level watermelon juice drink. But it smells like you actually squeezed real watermelon into it, if that makes sense. Not like a fake artificial watermelon fragrance. So it's really nice. Let me wash this off. I'm going to do post. Okay. Great stuff. Very pleasant. Peter does a great job. I mean, I'm just really blown away by this stuff. Whoopsie. Why'd that ring come off? That's annoying. There we go. So let's see the splash. That's what I was curious about. I haven't smelled the splash yet. A lot more mango in the splash. I don't know if I like that. I'm not a big mango guy. The splash is much more fruity, which makes sense. Liquid retains scent a lot better than solid. Yeah, I get a lot more of the mango. I'm not a mango guy either. It complements it well. It's just a little past the level I like. Not bad. I mean, it's a fruity scent. What do you want? More of the lime. Maybe I get some of that hay scent in it. Grass, whatever. Brown sugar. I forgot there's brown sugar in this. I don't get the brown sugar. Finally get a hint of the rum in this. That's what that is. That's good. A little more mango than I'd like, but that's fine. I'd use this again. Damn, that's good. Peter, mwah. Yummy, yummy. All right. Use this Trader Joe's stuff and call it good. 23 minutes is, I was hoping to be done in 20. And this stuff, by the way, is, you can't even tell. That's stupid of me. It's more clear. And you don't need a lot of this stuff. But I like it because it's very unscented. Even unscented stuff has a bit of a smell. This doesn't. There's like a teensy hit of maybe, what is it, green tea? I think that's what's in it. Some kind of tea. Green tea extract and aloe. I don't even get an aloe smell, which is weird. Aloe has a medicinal, very distinct medicinal smell to it. Similar to maybe tea tree or something. I grew up with aloe vera, the actual plant. When I was a kid, if I cut or scrape myself, I would go to the plant, I'd break a little piece off the tip and just squeeze out the jelly and rub it on. And it helped heal, had antibacterial properties and healing properties and stuff. It was quite neat until my mom saw that half her plant was gone, because I felt like a badass as a little kid. Like I was surviving in the wilderness or some crap. So she saw like her leaves were starting to get shortened. Mom, if you see this, thanks. She's the one who taught me that. So, all right, that's gonna do it, guys. So go to Amazon. It's called the Lord something, and it's killing me. I'll put it in the description because I looked it up. You might see L6 or L60 or L90, L9, something like that, but it's called Lord the something. It's like $4.96, $4, $5 tops. And it's a wonderful little razor. Oh my gosh, that's good. I'm getting the rum in the dry. Now that the dry down started, I'm getting a lot of the rum in it. So not bad. I didn't think I'd like that. It's mixed well with other stuff. The lime too. All right, that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it, especially if you watched all the way through. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for your support. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys always, take the time to say stuff. I really appreciate it. If you're new, this is what I do. I just say whatever, I do Monday monologues, Tuesday reviews days. Thursdays I do history shave. Monday or Tuesday, it's one or the other. I rarely do Monday, Tuesday back to back. So, but I'm trying to do once a week a history shave. So I do have one coming up this Thursday if all goes well. And that'll do it. Y'all take care. Happy shaving. Happy spring. Be safe. Take care of one another. Until next time, happy shaving.